The Little Rabbit Who Couldn't Fall Asleep. In a cozy burrow beneath a tall oak tree, there lived a little rabbit named Gia. Gia was known for her bright, curious eyes and her fluffy white fur that glistened like freshly fallen snow. However, there was one thing that made Gia different from all the other rabbits in the burrow. She couldn't fall asleep at night. Every evening, while the other rabbits nestled comfortably in their burrows, Gia would toss and turn in her soft nest of leaves and twigs. She would watch the moonlight filter through the leaves, listen to the gentle rustling of the forest, and gaze at the stars twinkling in the night sky. Sleep simply eluded her. One moonlit night, as Gia lay wide awake, she noticed a soft, squeaky voice coming from a nearby thicket. It was Zox, a small gray rabbit with floppy ears and a twitching pink nose. "Can't sleep again, Gia?" Zox asked with a yawn. Gia sighed. "Yes, Zox, it's every night. I just can't seem to fall asleep like everyone else." Zox hopped over and nestled beside Gia. "You know, Gia, I used to have trouble sleeping too, but then I learned a trick from the wise old owl in the forest." Gia's ears perked up with curiosity. "A trick? What is it?" Zox whispered. "The secret is in finding the perfect bedtime story. A story that takes you to dreamland, where the most wonderful adventures await." Gia's eyes sparkled. "A bedtime story? That sounds delightful. Will you tell me one, Zox?" With a nod, Zox began a story about a brave squirrel who embarked on a journey to find a legendary acorn that could grant wishes. As Zox wove the tale, Gia's eyelids grew heavy and her breathing became steady. Before she knew it, she had drifted into a peaceful slumber. The next morning, Gia woke up with a big smile on her face. She had slept through the entire night, and her dreams had been filled with acorn adventures and wishes come true. From that day forward, Gia couldn't wait for bedtime. She would snuggle into her nest of leaves, and Zox would tell her the most enchanting bedtime stories. Each night, Gia would journey to different lands in her dreams, swinging from vines in the jungle, soaring with birds in the sky, and exploring hidden caves filled with treasures. As time passed, Gia learned to appreciate the magic of the night. She realized that sleep wasn't something to fear. It was a gateway to a world where her imagination could roam freely. She cherished her nighttime adventures with Zox and looked forward to each new story. One evening, as Gia lay in her nest, she whispered to Zox, "Thank you for helping me, Zox. You've turned my sleepless nights into the most wonderful adventures." Zox smiled and nuzzled Gia. "That's what friends are for, Gia. We help each other just like the wise old owl helped me." And so, in the quiet burrow beneath the tall oak tree, Gia, the little rabbit, learned that sometimes, all it took to find sleep was a good friend and a captivating bedtime story. From that day on, she closed her eyes each night with a heart full of gratitude, ready to embark on new adventures in the world of dreams. As for Zox, he continued to be the storyteller of the burrow, making sure that every rabbit had sweet dreams and peaceful nights. And in this way, the little rabbit who couldn't fall asleep found the sweetest dreams of all, right in the heart of her cozy burrow beneath the tall oak tree.